Good evening, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Before going to start today's topic, I have few lines for you. Think healthy first. Eat smart for healthy heart. Eat healthy for live long, live strong. Eat green, be healthy. Healthy eating keeps your heart beating. A healthy body eats healthy food. So, today we will talk about a very interesting topic, and I hope you have understood that we are going to talk about human heart. This is a very important and vital organ of human beings. So, dear students, today we are going to start the chapter number 18 of Unit 5, Class 11th from Human Physiology, and the name of the chapter is Body Fluids and Circulation. So when I'm talking about body fluid and circulation, we know that all the living cells have provided with nutrients, oxygen and other essential substances that need to be supplied to each and every cell of the body. And the waste or the harmful substances which are produced in our body that needs to be removed for the healthy functioning of the body. So body fluids are the medium of transport of nutrients, oxygen and other important substances in our body. So let us talk about body fluids. They are of two types. You can see here in the picture, when I'm talking about body fluids, they are of two types. One is intracellular fluids and another is extracellular fluids. So in this chapter we will talk about extracellular fluid, that is blood and lymph. When I'm talking about simple organisms, you know that very simple organisms like sponges, coelentrates, they circulate the water from their surrounding through their body cavity and that facilitate the cell for the exchange of these materials. Simply the food is diffused into the cell, oxygen is diffused into the cell, the carbon dioxide which is produced, that is eliminated out. But the more complex organisms use special fluids. Blood is the most commonly used body fluids by most of the higher organisms, including humans, for this purpose. Another body fluid which is called as lymph is also very important for transport of certain material. So first we will talk about blood. Blood is a fluid connective tissue. Why we call it as a fluid connective tissue? You know it. Because the matrix, the ground substance through which it is made up of is actually liquid. So that is why it is called as fluid connective tissue. तो ब्लड जो है एक फ्लूइड कनेक्टिव टिश्यू है जिसमें फ्लूइड मैट्रिक्स है जिसका नाम प्लाज्मा है. इसके अंदर ब्लड कार्पसल्स हैं एंड it forms 30 to 35% of the extracellular fluid and its pH is approximately 7.4. So when I'm talking about 7.4, so we can say the blood is slightly alkaline in nature. The blood is composed of formed element and plasma. In the formed element, we will talk about erythrocytes, leukocytes, thrombocytes. In the plasma, we are saying that is a ground substance that contain water and protein 6 to 8%. These proteins are fibrinogen, globulins and albumins. So let's have a more discussion on plasma. So when I am talking about this plasma, simply I am saying this plasma is a straw color viscous fluid. Plasma is a straw color viscous fluid and nearly 55% it constitute nearly 55% of the blood. 55% ब्लड का जो भाग है वो इससे बनता है. 90 to 90% part of the plasma is water and 6 to 8% are protein. प्रोटीन्स के अंदर कौन कौन से प्रोटीन है? Fibrinogen proteins जो हैं they are responsible for blood clotting. Whenever we have any injury, the blood clot is formed, that is due to this fibrinogen protein. Then we have globulins. They are involved in the defense mechanism. albumins, they are the another kind of a albumins. You can see here, these are the albumins. Albumin help in osmotic balance. It means there should be osmotic concentration, there should be water and ionic balance in the body, which is called osmotic concentration, that is regulated by this albumin part of the plasma. It also contains small amount of minerals like sodium ions, calcium ions, magnesium, HCO3, chlorine, etc. Glucose, amino acids and lipids are also there. Coagulation factor are also present in plasma. Without coagulation factor, this plasma is called serum. Then erythrocytes, leukocytes and platelets, that are called thrombocytes. They are approximately 45% of the blood. As I have already mentioned कि 55% जो है वो प्लाज्मा है, तो 45% ये बाकी formed elements होंगे. Is it okay? Yes. Then next part, when we talk about, these are erythrocytes. So when I am talking about erythrocytes, they are simply called as, in common language, red blood cells or red blood corpuscles are the most abundant of all the cells in the body. Total blood count of RBC in a healthy man is 5 millions to 5.5 millions, which is slightly less in female. Why it is less in female? Because in females there is a loss of blood during the menstrual cycle, so they are little bit less as compared to males. It is found in or formed in the, we can say, red bone marrow in adults. We know that bone marrows are a big bones. Inside the bones there is a spaces where this blood is formed. It can be in the chest cavity, which we called as rib cage or sternum. It can be in the femur. Then in most of the mammal, RBC have no nucleus, but there is a mammal, camel, that which RBCs contain nucleus. They are red in color because we know this, that it contain iron containing complex protein, which is called hemoglobin. A healthy individual have 12 to 16 gram of hemoglobin. जनरली जब हम किसी डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं तो हीमोग्लोबिन टेस्ट होता है और कहते हैं कि जी आपका हीमोग्लोबिन कम है. इफ दिस हीमोग्लोबिन लेवल इज बिलो दिस 12 to 16, देन पर्सन इज सेड टू बी एनेमिक. कहते हैं एनीमिया है उस व्यक्ति को. RBCs plays important role in respiratory gases, transport of the respiratory gases, and they have a lifespan of 120 days. After that, they will die. They will be destroyed in the spleen. Spleen is a organ where they die. They are called as graveyard of RBCs. Then leukocytes, they are simply called as white blood cells. They are colorless due to lack of hemoglobin. उनमें कोई hemoglobin नहीं होता. They are nucleated and relatively lesser in number. They are approximately 6,000 to 8,000 per millimeter cube of a blood. They are generally short-lived. Two main categories of WBCs are granulocytes and agranulocytes. So neutrophil, eosinophils and basophils are different type of granulocytes, and lymphocytes and monocytes are agranulocytes. So when we talk about these neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils, they are present in different concentration. न्यूट्रोफिल्स लगभग 60 to 65% होते हैं टोटल WBC का. बेसोफिल काफ़ी कम होते हैं, 0.5 to 1% होते हैं. न्यूट्रोफिल एंड मोनोसाइट्स आर फेगोसिटिक इन नेचर. अमीबिक सेल की तरह होते हैं, जैसे अमीबा होते हैं ना, आपने देखा है अमीबा इनगल्फ देयर फूड. सिमिलरली दीज न्यूट्रोफिल एंड मोनोसाइट फेगोसाइटिक इन नेचर. दे विल इनगल्फ द माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स विच मे कॉज डिजीजेज विच डिस्ट्रॉय द फॉरेन ऑर्गेनिज्म. आजकल हम बात कर रहे हैं कोविड की. Our immunity should be strong to cope up with this COVID. तो इम्यूनिटी को बनाने का काम भी यही करते हैं. कौन? WBC. ठीक है. बेसोफिल secrete histamine, serotonin, heparin that are involved in inflammatory reaction. जब हमारी बॉडी में कोई इन्फ्लामेशन होती है, रेडिशनेस आ जाती है, आपने देखा होगा बॉडी के ऊपर लाल रंग के निशान पड़ जाते हैं, रैशेस पड़ जाते हैं, ये सारे के सारे कौन हेल्पफुल है इसके लिए? ये सारे के सारे जो सब्सटेंसेज हैं, हिस्टामाइन, सेरोटोनिन, हेपारिन. इओसिनोफिल लगभग 2 से 3% होंगे. रेजिस्ट द इन्फेक्शन एंड ऑल्सो एसोसिएटेड विद एलर्जिक रिएक्शन. कभी कभी बहुत ज़्यादा एलर्जिक रिएक्शन होती हैं हमें, तो उसके लिए रेस्पॉन्सिबल हैं. लिम्फोसाइट 20 to 25%. दे आर of two major type, B type and T forms. Both of B and T lymphocyte are responsible for immune response of the body. They are also responsible for antibodies. आजकल हम बहुत बात कर रहे हैं एंटीबॉडी बननी है, एंटीबॉडी बनाएगी वैक्सीन. So these antibodies are actually protein and they help our body to fight with a foreign agent. That foreign agent can be bacteria, can be virus, and that may be killed by these B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. Then platelets. These are also very important component of a blood. They are called thrombocytes or cell fragments. They are produced from megakaryocytes. Blood normally contain, when I am talking about 1,50,000 to 3,50,000, or I am saying 150,000 to 350,000 platelets per millimeter cube. And when the platelets count will decrease or increase, that will also show some infection in the body. Reduction leads to the clotting disorder. If there is no platelet in the body, there will be no clotting. That will cause lot of problem to the body. Then we have blood groups. So we have how many type of blood group? 4 blood groups. A, B, AB and O. तो A के पास कौन कौन से एंटीजन होते हैं? A के पास A एंटीजन होगा, एंटीबॉडी प्लाज्मा में एंटी बी होंगी, और डोनर ग्रुप ये किस किस से ब्लड ले सकते हैं? A से और O से. B वालों के पास एंटीजन RBC पे B होंगे, एंटी A, और ये B और O से ब्लड ले सकते हैं. AB ब्लड ग्रुप वालों के पास एंटीजन A एंड B, एंटीबॉडीज आर nil, so they can take the blood from AB, A, B and O. O, they do not have any antigen on RBC, but they have antibody anti-A and anti-AB, so they can only take the blood from O. So we call O blood group as a universal donor because जो O ब्लड ग्रुप वाला व्यक्ति है वो किसी को भी ब्लड दे सकता है, और AB ब्लड ग्रुप वाला जो व्यक्ति है वो किसी से भी ब्लड ले सकता है, तो उसको हम यूनिवर्सल क्या कहेंगे? जी हाँ, यूनिवर्सल रिसेप्टर या रेसिपिएंट. देन वी हैव RH ग्रुपिंग ऑल्सो. दिस इज अनदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. जब हम ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन करते हैं तो आपने देखा होगा कि ब्लड मैचिंग की जाती है कि भाई ब्लड ग्रुप मैच होना चाहिए, लेकिन ये RH फैक्टर को भी मैच किया जाता है. RH antigen similar to one present in rhesus monkeys, hence it is called RH. It is observed on the surface of RBC on the majority of the person. Nearly 80% of the people जो हैं उनमें आपको ये जो जिसकी मैं बात कर रहा हूँ RH फैक्टर ये मिलेगा, तो उनको हम कहेंगे, उन व्यक्तियों को कहेंगे RH पॉजिटिव, और जिनमें ये नहीं होगा उनको कहेंगे RH नेगेटिव पर्सन. An RH negative person, if exposed to RH positive blood of a person, will form a specific antibody against the RH antigen. So RH group should be matched before transfusion. तो जब ट्रांसफ्यूजन की जाती है ब्लड की, तो ब्लड ग्रुप के साथ साथ A है कि B है या O है या AB है, इसके साथ RH फैक्टर भी देखा जाता है कि RH पॉजिटिव है व्यक्ति या RH नेगेटिव है. स्पेशल केस ऑफ RH इनकम्पेटिबिलिटी mismatching has been observed between RH negative blood of a pregnant mother with a RH positive blood of a fetus. अगर कोई fetus है बच्चा, उसका RH पॉजिटिव है और मदर का RH नेगेटिव है, तो वहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट होती है. लेकिन blood of the mother in the first pregnancy as blood is separated by the placenta. However, during the pregnancy or after that, during the delivery of the first child or in the next pregnancy, there is a possibility of exposure of this maternal blood with the fetus. जो maternal blood है RH पॉजिटिव का, वो RH नेगेटिव मदर से मिल सकता है. In case of subsequent pregnancies, RH antibodies from the mother, RH negative, can leak into the blood of RH positive फीटस. जो बच्चा है जिसका RH पॉजिटिव है, उसके फीटस में वो RH नेगेटिव बॉडीज लीक हो सकती हैं, और वो क्या कर सकती हैं? दे कैन इवन डिस्ट्रॉय द फीटल RBCs. दिस कुड बी फैटल, दिस कुड बी डेंजरस फॉर द चाइल्ड फीटस, और इट मे कॉज सेवर एनीमिया और जॉन्डिस टू द बेबी. दिस कंडीशन इज कॉल्ड एज erythroblastosis fetalis. But this can be prevented when we can administer anti-RH antibodies to the mother quickly after the birth of a first child. Then subsequent pregnancies can be saved from this erythroblastosis fetalis. So this is the first part of this chapter. I hope you will understood about this. You have understand some important terms, and we will discuss the next part of this chapter in upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.